When we protest, they tell us pipe down for Trayvon and Mike Brown. CNN wanna make it black white, cause we hit their action with a black light. Man, no sucker act right.
I can edit.
Welcome to today's show on the Need to Know 101. We pretty much kind of have topics already. I pulled mine, but that's what I was going to talk about anyway. But hers is different. So I'm basically going to ask a question, and I'm going to give my opinion, and then I want to know how you feel about it. So the questions say, do you think you should date your friends, yay or nay? Currently, hell no. Why? Because if it doesn't work, it's gonna mess up your friendship, or it could. And if you're not willing to work through a lot of issues and a bunch of different kind of emotions, then I don't think you should do it. Especially if you haven't known that person for so long. Like, if you guys have known each other for like maybe 3 to 5 years and you're trying to date, it might work. Because it could have been a friendship that blossomed into a relationship. But if you know each other for way longer than that, then probably not. That's just my personal opinion.
Only because if it's longer than that, something probably would have sparked already.
Right. So now you feel like you're trying to make some shit work with somebody you just know.
Yeah, because the options are limited or whatever the case is. It's gonna always be a hell no for me. Because I just don't feel like, one, people already be like, oh, a man and a female can't really be friends, and then like, I just don't think it's possible, period. Like, even if you're a lesbian and you just have female friends or male friends, and it doesn't matter, like, and you're a gay guy and you just got gay friends you are friends with, like, that person should stay a friend after they become a friend. Like, if y'all meet each other, and I'm not saying, maybe I could give you about, y'all got about a month to figure out if that's going to be anything more than just a friendship, and then after it's a month, then you're just a friend. Like, you can't, like, she say I'm just a friend, that's exactly what I'm going to say. Because it's just like, if we didn't figure out what was happening before that month passed, it's just not meant to be in my mind, because you initially, to me, in my opinion, at least for myself, speaking for Danny, I know that if it's not popping within that month, it's just not going to pop at all or ever for me, because I'm the type of person, I'm not saying I don't, because I don't have a lot of friends. I don't talk to a lot of people when it comes to relationships, period. So it's like, when it comes to that, bruh, like, you gotta get to the friend part, period. Then we gotta see if I can take it anywhere, because I just can't. The whole, oh, well, at this point we were, used to be like this. It's like, well, we were friends at that point. Now we're dating. Like, people don't tend to understand that. Like, when you go date your friend, you're expecting them to be this wonderful person, because you know
when you
them.
date somebody you're friends with, it's a transition period, kind of.
Exactly.
Like, you gotta like transition in a relationship, because it's like, we've been friends for so long that I see you like that, so I gotta get comfortable with you touching me a certain kind of way, you wanna kiss me. It's like, we don't just jump from friend to bam, we having sex, and it is what it is.
And then it's the sex, and then it's like, then you're expecting different things from me because you've known me for so long, and it's like, people are different.
What I want.
Exactly, and it's like, people, you're gonna have one of the people in the relationship, if not both, are gonna have certain expectations, because like, you've been my friend for so long, so you should know what ticks me off, what does this, what does that. And then not only that, people are different in relationships than they are as friends. When you're with somebody, masks come off. When you're a friend, you have 3 masks, in my opinion. The first mask that you show to the world. Second mask you show to friends and family, and that, okay, I'll get it. Sorry, I don't know how to count today. 4 masks. That third mask is the one you show to friends and family, and like, I really can't count today, y'all. Let's go back over this. So we got this first mask. This is the one you show to the world. The second mask is the one you show to friends, family, And then, for you guys. And then the third mask, you show to yourself and your significant other. And then this fourth mask, you afraid to talk about with yourself. But you acknowledge that it is there if you are a sane person. But you don't have, if you are somebody who is confident and okay with judgment, then you might share that fourth mask with somebody intimate with you. Maybe it'll be that that fourth and third mask will go hand in hand for you. But for most people, I can say for myself, I have a fourth mask, and I don't think I've taken that bitch off in a minute. So it's kind of like, I don't feel like as a friend, people are really ready for that after you've been a friend for so long, because you're not the same person for a friend as you are in a relationship. Because my friend, yeah, you're gonna see those rough things with me, but you're never gonna get that whole bruise from touching that hot stove. You're just gonna be like, oh, that was hot. As opposed to my significant other or that fourth master, that shit's a whole no. That shit's scolding. How you see this burn I got? Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Like, that shit takes a toll on people, and that's when you really realize if you can be with somebody like that. And I feel like then it comes into play, like, what about the friendship after the fact that the shit don't work? I ain't got time.
Hallelujah.
I ain't got
Praise
time.
God.
I just don't have time. It's so much with that one topic that, like, we'll be here for forever if you let me
And
ramble on.
the sad part is that and I don't even want to say the sad part is, because it's not sad. Like, in certain situations with certain people who friends, they get in relationships and it works. So if you know how and your skills, you can comment down below how you made that shit work. But anyways, second subject of today, you have
the second subject. This one tickles my fancy for many reasons.
I'm afraid.
Why does the vast majority of the world view black women as so angry?
The angry black woman, quote unquote.
This topic, oh God, it can go so many ways. I was having a conversation with one of my old neighbors, and she's German, and she was like, German and black women are just alike. When we get angry, it's all hell breaks loose. We see no bounds. We just see red. And when she said that to me, it really showed me how much I had grown, because I really wanted to snatch her. And I didn't. I was proud of myself because I really wanted to snatch her, because I was just like, what do you mean, like, German and black women? Like, anybody can have a temper. Any woman can have a temper. Like, they say Latin women are spicy. But that's an opinion on your own. There's Latino women who are meek and timid, like they would say a white woman is. So it's kind of like, it's just personality. It's not about skin tone or race, because to me, if we want to go ahead and classify it down to being race, then that's when we would have to say, we bring in other factors in, like, okay, well, if y'all really feel black women are so angry, let's try we angry because of the years that we were, our ancestors were slaves, and they were brought over and raped and, molested and inbred with family members, or then pulled away from family members and sold and bred over there like we're cattle. Whipped. Or how about the fact that black women always get the second hand. Like, nothing's ever easy for us. We have the fact that we're a woman and we're black. 2 strikes and you almost out. And the third one's not that hard to get into if you already have 2. So it's kind of like I have, for me and for her too, piercings, black, and we women. Those are our 3 shots and we out, unless we find somewhere that is okay with that lifestyle. And being that the world is becoming more millennial, it's getting better, but at a point in time, there was a lot of times I couldn't find a job because of my piercings, or there was a lot of jobs that I wanted that I had to take my piercings out, and there was a lot of times, I'll be honest, that I turned jobs out because I didn't want to take out my piercings, or I lost jobs because I didn't want to take out my piercings, because it's like, you hired me with this, how you switch it up now? So it's kind of like, for me, if you want to classify it by race, then you have to pull into into view the factors that go along with that. Because there's a lot of reasons why black women are angry, but if you pull a whole bunch of black women in one room together, I bet you probably wouldn't even notice how much weight they have on their shoulders because they're smiling, laughing, making jokes. Because although they have all those burdens, we still find a way to smile every day. Strength is something we've been built from. So black women are women that God built to last, in my opinion. And if we're going to say that we're so angry, I feel like there are many reasons that we have a right to be angry about, but I don't feel like there are a vast majority of black women that are angry. Yeah, there are a few that are past that pinnacle of being angry and tone it down a little bit, but to say that all black women are angry, that's you're reaching.
I think when it comes to black women, I feel like if you are a person who doesn't take shit and you pretty much like don't give a fuck how people view you and you have an opinion, then they automatically label you as you have an attitude. So that makes you angry, and it's more so, no, I'm standing up for myself because my ancestors were not able to. Because back in those days, if you said anything to your white master, you died. Well, first he probably whipped you, and then he probably raped you, and then he probably killed you. So it's like that was then, this is now, and technically speaking, fuck you, and go kill yourself. Like, you're not gonna tell me that I'm not good enough because I'm African American and I'm a woman, so now I have to work twice as hard as a man and have way more than he does for a position that he has when he don't got shit. And it's annoying. Because it's like, even if you don't have an attitude, they think you do. If you don't say anything, it's why you're not talking. If you are talking too much, it's you need to shut the hell up, you have too much to say. So it's like, you don't want me to be quiet, and you don't want me to talk.
What do you want?
Right.
And it's like, as a black woman, I've had jobs, I know you've had to, where I've been told, where the direct manager didn't tell me, but somebody, a part of management team, told me management doesn't know how to deal with you. And that's not because I'm being some bitch around the floor or something, but it's just because they don't know how to approach me because of my strong personality. I don't know how many fucking times I've heard that shit throughout my life, whether it's management school or whatever. Apparently I'm some intimidating bitch, and I just don't understand why, because it's just like, you approach me, hi, hello, can we have a conversation about such and such, and I just wanted to go over a few things. Oh, okay, that sounds great, let's do it. Like water, it's like people don't know how to communicate. Like, just because somebody has a strong personality or they're somebody who won't take your shit, don't mean they just gonna pop off on you at the pop of a dime. Like, no.
I got self-control. I'm not always mad.
And if I didn't have self-control and I was always mad, I wouldn't be in your fucking establishment, because I would have just slapped the shit out of all y'all. Like, I saw a meme the other day of Fry from Futurama that had money in his hand. He was like, this shit? You see this shit right here? This is the shit that keeps me from slapping all the motherfuckers over around here. Yeah, it does, because at the end of the day, I need a paycheck, so that other shit is irrelevant. Like, I'm not gonna pop off on you, because if I was gonna pop off to you, I would just not be in your establishment. I wouldn't be here because I'd be doing what I want to do that would be making my income. So, kind of like, that's when I feel like your common sense is just lacking or non-existent. It's just me, but
I don't think it's only black women that are angry. I know for a fact it's not only black women that are angry. All women of whatever race you are angry, and you all have your reasons behind why you're angry, and you should never have to justify to anybody else who doesn't walk in your shoes why you're angry. You just move forward and you look forward to the days, and not all things are going to be bad. And it's almost like, well, because you're a woman, you can't even feel anything strong. You have to be weak. A man can walk around and say, fuck you, da da da, this and the third, and this and that, and become CEO. And a woman has to sit down, shut up, be seen, not heard, be pretty, Either rose on the table, get
Possibly
coffee.
fuck somebody if she got it.
So I don't think it's just black women that are angry. No, I think all women are angry for several thousands of reasons. Majority of those reasons we probably all do have in common.
And don't even know
We
it. First
just-
comes
we
with a
just-
lot of understanding.
We just don't talk about it. So I think that's the first step. Is if you don't want to become that angry black, Latino, Filipino, whatever woman, then talk about it, or at least write it down.
For your own sake, not for nobody else's, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm somebody who believes that if something is said to you so many amount of times, maybe there is some truth behind it and you need to examine it for yourself. But that's just me, because I feel like there's no way that, and then it does also depend on, and now if it's several different people but all them people's friends and they don't like you, that's different. But if it's seven different people who don't know you, don't know those other people, and they've all said similar things, that's when I feel like you have to take a look into the mirror for real. But at the end of the day, you have to do certain things for you. And if you do feel like there's an ounce of anger there, I'm not saying it's because you're a woman, and I'm not saying it's because you're a black woman, and I'm not saying it's because you're a Latino, white, whatever woman you are. It's just for yourself. Write it down and just, try and connect the dots for a few, and then let it go and let it be done, because that's for you. That'll help you cope, help you grow with the situation, and help you heal for a better time period instead of it taking so long. So that's just my take on stuff. I think we're done for the day, y'all. I think we've touched on both topics. We're not gonna run on like we keep saying. Just look out for us. We got a lot of shit coming for y'all. Let's keep it popping.
Have a blessed day.
Stay late.